Hello Verstappen, Red Bull car impossible. In shocking, Singapore F1 qualifying Formula One championship leader Max Verstappen says Red Bull's changes to his car made it undrivable during its shocking Q2 exit from Singapore Grand Prix qualifying. Red Bull was behind all weekend at the Marina Bay circuit, with Verstappen and teammate Sergio Perez failing to advance to Q3 in qualifying on Saturday. Verstappen could only manage 11th in his car, with teammate Perez 13th, and the Dutchman said changes to the car after a not-too-bad FP3 ultimately derailed his challenge. Asked by Sky F1 if qualifying was worse than expected, Verstappen replied, "Yes, of course. I knew it was already going to be difficult to put him on pole, but I didn't expect it. Also, I think throughout the weekend we struggled. I think FP3 wasn't too bad, but then we tried a few more things on the car for qualifying, where it got out of control again, where the car was bottoming out in the braking zones and every once I wanted to brake deeply and hard, my front wheels were unloaded. So, like I said on the radio, it was just a shocking experience because I was also trying to lean on the car at low speed, constantly no gear, no traction. It was really, really difficult to drive." Verstappen has recovered from low places on the grid before finishing on the podium this season, such as in Saudi Arabia where he came back from 15th place to finish second. But the Dutchman concedes that he does not have a sufficiently efficient car to fight for the podium on Sunday. "No, definitely not," he replied when asked if he had any hope of getting on the podium at the Grand Prix. "I think here anyway it's much less about having a good racing car. It's a bit like Monaco. You put everything on qualifying and even with DEG, it's quite difficult for someone to really overtake you, because the tire wear is not that high. So it will be a long and difficult afternoon. So I hope there won't be too many safety cars and the race will be quite short." Verstappen faces several investigations for potential interference in the first two segments of qualifying, but admits his evening was so complicated that any crash on the grid didn't matter. "We will talk to the stewards," he said. "Honestly, at this point it was so complicated that it didn't matter if we started from 11th place, 15th place or last place. At this point it's more important that we understand why it was so bad. That will be much more important than trying to score a few points this weekend." Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.